What's up, guys? Good morning and welcome to Do More Life, my little bitty itsy witsy teeny tiny YouTube channel that makes me feel productive. And I thought that I would share that making me feel productive thing with you because while it may sound very cliche, um, this actually gives me something to do. And not only that, it just generally makes me feel good about myself. Hey, Robert, good to see you, bud. If you did not get a notification in the travel unit about this live stream, it's because, hey, Frank, it's because I put a members only notification out today for this live stream because I don't know how long this live stream is going to be. You know, right now. All you gotta do is go to the channel. They know. Somebody just asked me if I was live streaming. So yeah, I just wanted to talk about things that make you feel productive because for me, here's the process. Like I get a concept or I get an idea. Then I have to think about and I have to plan and I have to kind of schedule how I'm gonna create that idea, turn it into a video. So I do that. And what's up, Cody? Was just watching Patio vid made in 2000. Cool, man. Nothing wrong with that. Hey, Jim. Good to see you, brother. Cody Stuck. What's up, man? Good to see you, bro. I just saw you over in Rica. I was watching some Enrique and Gio's chat over this morning. I wanted to give them plenty of time before I started a chat. I didn't want to step on them, but the topic of this video is why does YouTube making me feel productive, putting out content makes me feel productive. And you guys got to keep in mind, I already got a full-time job. Granted, I haven't been working full-time hours lately, but like today, I'm supposed to have a meeting later on with the boss man. Hey, Roger, good to see you, brother. I hope all you members, everybody that's in there with the exception of Cody is a member. I put out the notification for this live stream in the members only section and posted a pic because that's what I have to do for the members from time to time. So if you are not a channel member and you're watching this live stream or watching it on replay, I encourage you to go over there and sign up. But that's cool. You were watching the Patio video, Cody. The thing about it is like me, I'm that person that wants to generally, I'm actually going to be serious about this. I'm that person that actually wants to be genuinely lazy. Like it's in my nature to be lazy. So when I go and I create some kind of content, whether it's a live stream like this or whether it's, see, this is still taking kind of the easy way out because you have to, live streaming is not as difficult as, you know, going out recording something, bringing it back to the computer, putting it through Adobe Premiere, rendering it, exporting it, uploading it, tagging, titling it, you know, all that stuff. Some of that stuff gets done internally here. It gets done by the way I've set up the live stream. So by putting out content for you guys, not only am I trying to help my community, but I'm also helping myself because I know that even if I only put out a 20-minute live stream today, I've done something productive for the channel because I can't sit back and just say, oh, well, I put out 650 videos, which I have, but I can't just say I've sat back and put out 650 videos and I should be making money. I should be making it. No, the work continues. YouTube is the long game. It's not a sprint. It's a marathon. I tell everybody that. And hopefully one day it'll take me to the promised land or something like it will. But if it doesn't, that's okay. It'll be what it'll be. But making content is something that I really, really enjoy. It makes me feel productive. and it makes me feel like I've accomplished something for the day. And I think it's very important to anybody to have a sense of accomplishment. That's just my opinion, but I believe that. I believe that if you're depressed, this is coming from a person who has been depressed before, I would say if you don't want to feel depressed, go out and do something, accomplish something. Even if it's nothing more than just vacuuming the carpet or something, you can say, I did something productive today. And you would be surprised at just how many people or just how good that one little act could make you feel. So putting out YouTube content is particularly when it's recorded content that I've had to sit down, record, edit, render, and export, and then upload, which is all the videos, not the live streams. That's how I have to do all the videos. It makes me feel productive, and it makes me feel like I've done something. So it's cool. By the way, guys, I got a haircut. I got a cow lick back there, but I finally got a haircut yesterday, and I am so happy about all of that. Made me feel so good because my hair was starting to grow over my ears. And this is just a little warmer live stream for tomorrow, because tomorrow is our always dedicated weekly live stream. We will definitely have one. If you feel like it, guys, hit the thumbs up button for me. And I'm wondering, what do you guys do? I see all of you in the chat, and I love you all, but what do you guys do to feel productive? I'm just curious. Somebody type me something good in the chat, and we'll talk about it for sure. Nobody's typing anything. That's okay. I can keep talking. I can keep talking about productivity for a long time. I had to work yesterday, and it was pretty cool because I accomplished something. We accomplished some stuff in content. Tim, hey Tim, he says, take my dog for a walk. There you go. Nothing wrong with that. Roger just got back from a long walk. That's healthy, and it's just good for you. So actually, Roger, for me, if the gym was open in my place right now, I would go down to the gym, and if I could get on the treadmill for 30 or 45 minutes, I would be like, yes, I feel like I've accomplished something. That's just me. Stuck says, I have 7 rentals and a job. I'm never bored. That's fair enough. Fair enough. Frank says, I love going for long walks. Long walks are good for you, man. They really are. Roger says, I hear it's going to be almost 110 degrees there today. It's been so hot in Bangkok the past 3 days. I don't even know, man. I don't know. I don't know how to deal with the heat this much. You just have to get out in it and push through it. That's all you can do. Hey, Gordon, good to see you, man. We're talking about things that make us productive, and I was explaining why making YouTube videos makes me feel productive. And one, I'm going to have a little bit of AdSense money on the back end to help. People don't really realize what goes into a YouTube channel. All the stuff you have to buy, the software you have to pay for. I'm not talking about YouTube software. I'm talking about if I'm editing a video, I got Adobe Premiere, Photoshop, Lightroom, After Effects, all those things. You're talking about $85 a month just for all that stuff. So if I get the paid version of StreamYard, you can get it for like $240 a year or $50 a month. Stuff costs. So it makes me feel good to do something productive, to know that I'm getting a return on my investment, because essentially I'm investing in myself. Let's see. Robert says, I would be staying inside. I'm planning on staying inside today, but I also am supposed to have a meeting at work later on this afternoon. So I don't know how that's going to hash itself out. Tim says, hot, yes, but is it humid as well? It is humid here, but it's not as humid as it was in the Philippines until you get to the next to the ocean. Then it gets absurdly humid. But the thing about Bangkok is the overall air pollution makes up for the humidity, if that makes any sense at all. It's like it's hard to breathe. You need a mask in Bangkok just for normal day-to-day operation. I mean, if you're out in traffic, if you're not out in traffic, if you're going to a market or something like that, or if I'm going out recording somewhere for content creation purposes or whatever, then once I get to where I'm going, I'll take my mask off. But if I'm driving in traffic, especially on my motorbike, I'm definitely going to have a mask on because traffic here is. I'll probably do another ride along video for you guys sometime soon. Let's see. Tim says hi. I answered that, and Jim says hello to Robert. Roger says me too, Robert. My long walk or Thailand prep. There you go, Roger. I hear you, man. You're gonna have a good time over here, and going on long walks are a good idea because you may find yourself, depending on where you're at in Thailand, you may find yourself in a particular situation where you can't find any other form of transportation for the moment. Because I've been there, like in Rayong, I've been in places where there were no motorbike taxis, there were no taxis, there's not a BTS or anything like that down there, but I had to walk, I don't know, probably 5 or 6 kilometers. It was, yeah. So Thailand prep, I think, is a good thing. Frank says, just for fun, I'm taking a college course from Hillsdale College on the Constitution. Good for you, man. Good for you. And that's a good subject to be studying right now. Yeah, good for you, Frank. That's awesome. That really is awesome. Stuck says April and May are the hottest months there. When I went for Songkran, I couldn't believe how hot it was. Yep, it is. And I'm not sure if that's why they usually have Songkran in April, but because the whole theory of cooling off. I'm not the holiday and what it represents is great, but I'm just not a fan of having dirty water thrown on me. So I don't get into all that. But yeah, it's hot. It's definitely hot during those times. Stuck. Matt Tech, you're not late. We've been going for about 12 minutes. Tim says, okay, stupid question, but here in New Hampshire, it snows. Does it ever snow or get cold like minus 30 degrees? No. Not. I assume you're talking about in Thailand. No, definitely not Thailand. If it snowed in Thailand, I would go up. I mean, there may be some places up north where it may get colder, but if it snowed in Thailand, I would take days off work. I would take every piece of camera equipment I had and record that content, and then upload it to YouTube, to my YouTube channel here. That's what I would do if it snowed. Any kind of weather phenomenon like that, I would be all over it, recording it, pictures, the whole 9 yards. That would be awesome. Stuck says, no, it hasn't snowed in Thailand since the 60s, and that was in Chiang Mai. I didn't even know it had ever snowed in Thailand, so thanks, Stuck. I didn't know that. Robert says, Tim, never seen snow there, but cold in the north. It can get cold in the north, just like there's a city in the Philippines that I went to. It's called Baguio, and it's basically a mountainous town. It's higher up, and that's the only place in the Philippines where I had to wear a hoodie. I was still fine in shorts, but I wore a hoodie at night because it was kind of chilly out there. Carl K says, hey, new to your channel, so was curious, do you teach English for income? I do. I do teach English. Definitely teach English, and I do what I try to call productive, informative content on YouTube on the side. I haven't made a video in quite some time, but that's because just getting up in the mornings and doing live streams are pretty cool. And I enjoy getting up and talking to you guys. It makes me feel good, gives me a good start to the day. and we always share some decent information. So I think everybody gets something out of it, no matter what. Also, it just makes me feel like I've done something productive, because this is my this is not, for me, this is not a hobby. This is a goal. YouTube is going to hopefully facilitate that, and whatever happens will happen. But I want to travel for a living, ultimately in the very long term. Gordon says, I'm Canadian, not missing snow whatsoever. I know you're not, bud. I miss snow a little bit, because where I lived in North Carolina, it was only it wasn't really like, it snowed every once in a while, but not very often. And some years we wouldn't get any snow at all. Some years we would get several feet. So but I personally, I would like to go see it snow for 3 or 4 days and then come back. You're welcome, MedTech. Carl says, thank you. I'm curious, are you concerned about healthcare, or what are you planning to do in the future? Return to the States. I'm 50, exploring options. I have my own healthcare here through an insurance provider, and it's awesome. Very, very awesome insurance, which I'm getting ready to have to upload. Carl's in Charlotte. Cool, man. Lived in Charlotte for 6-7 years, I think. Yeah. Right after I moved from Albemarle, which is where I'm from. Stuck in Florida says, Gordon's alive. I understand. I moved from Colorado 30 years ago and don't care if I ever see snow again in my life. I can imagine if you grew up seeing snow every single day of your life, you would probably be like, I don't ever want to see snow. Or if you saw it 10 out of 12 months or 9 out of 12 months, I totally get it, guys. Totally get it. Totally get it. Anything else? I was asking the question earlier, like, what makes you guys feel productive? If you're, maybe it's just going to work that makes you feel productive. What's up, Prince? No more winter, he says. I hear you, bro. Carl says, so what was the impetus to have you move to Thailand? While I was traveling, I was in the Philippines. I'd been there about 9 months, and there was just a situation that wasn't improving with some people, and I decided just to go ahead and go on to Thailand. Thailand seemed like the next yeah, we can't put those phrases up, Carl. I'm sorry, but we don't do any type of political anything on this channel. I know you didn't know, and that's fine. I'm just going to remove your comment. Please don't take it personally. MedTech says, I bought a car in Charlotte back in 2007. Productive, earning money. There you go. Anything that earns you any kind of money should make you feel productive, because you know you've done something for it. I think that's great. Tim says, when I feel down or bored, I hop on my motorcycle and go for a long ride. Nothing wrong with that either. I know a lot of people that do that very same thing, Tim. I know a lot of people that ride. Carl, no, it's no problem, man. No problem. I know you're new. No problem. No problem. No problem. And guys, if you want to get the quicker firsthand updates and the photos, also if you want to suggest content, which I'm really hoping some of you start doing via email, you can become a channel member by clicking the little join button below the video. And right now I only have one tier. It's $2.99 a month, and every little bit helps support the channel and take care of expenses, and you get a few perks from it. So something to take care of. That also makes me feel productive when I do behind the scenes things that I don't know if it's going to work or not. Like I'm getting ready to do members only videos. It's going to be my second tier, and I'm thinking about doing a whole series on the nightlife in Thailand. It'll still be PC'd, but it'll be, from Bangkok, Pattaya, and a few other places as well. I'm thinking about doing a whole series on that, and that'll be the next tier for members only. I think that would be pretty cool. Carl says, do you teach mainly for Chinese students? Nope, don't teach any Chinese students. Ever been to Portugal to check that out for retirement? I have not, but I would love to go to Portugal. It's a very good. I was actually talking about that in the live stream the other day. Also, can you earn enough and save for future retirement? I heard health insurance is impossible after 70. It's pretty much impossible after 70 over here. You can. It depends on if you're talking about teaching. You can. It depends on your degree and where you teach. If you have a master's of education and you teach at an international school, then sure, you can earn for retirement. But this is not the place to earn U.S. dollars for retirement. I can tell you that. Roger says, can you rent a cruiser-sized motorcycle in Thailand for long road trips? Yeah, you can. You can rent the. There's a couple of different sizes. I'm not going to go through them right now, but Yamaha makes one, Honda makes one, Kawasaki makes one for long road trips that you can definitely rent over here. A little bit harder to rent those, but it can be done. MetTech says, I watched this channel when it was self-named. I didn't decide to stop watching, just drifted. Sorry. It's all good, man. It's all good. It was originally named DoMoreLife. Then it went to my name for a different reason, and then it DoMoreLife's back. I now have a DoMoreLife trademark, so no worries there. How do we sign up for a subscription with you? Carl says. Carl, all you do is you can do it two ways. You can go below this video, right beside the subscribe button. You should see a button that says join. If you click that button, it'll show you the one tier that I have, and then you follow the instructions there. The other way is there is a link in the description of this video. So if you go hit see more in the description box, the link to channel membership is in there. So there's two ways to do that. And if you become a member, you'll see the perks that you get in there, and we'd love to have you. Gordon says, I feel productive playing guitar. That's my main activity, sitting around the house. And that's cool, man, because playing guitar is like a gift, in my opinion. I would love to be able to play a musical instrument, but I cannot. I just cannot play musical instruments for some reason. I don't understand why, but I just can't do it. And if I could, I would love to sit around and play guitar. That would make me feel productive as well. And that's why I feel so productive when I do these small streams, because even now we're passing along good information, and it makes me feel good. Roger says, if you already have health insurance, they don't kick you out when you turn 70, do they? I don't know the answer to that question for certain, Roger. I'm not sure, brother. That would be something I would have to check on. Robert says there's a join button below the video. Yep, that's for Carl. He says, great, thanks. Cool. Be more Ron. If that is the case, you definitely don't need to be typing on here. So moderators, make sure you keep an eye on him. I'm literally removing his comments, so please keep an eye on him. Frank says, if you buy a car, can you do financing, or do you need to pay cash? You can finance. It's better to have a Thai with you if you finance, but it's possible to finance. But you have to have you need to be on some kind of visa. Thank you, Ron. You need to be on some kind of visa that shows that you have income of some kind, like a retirement visa or a marriage visa or a non-B visa, which is what I'm on. So I can finance things over here, but it would be much better if I had a Thai person, if I had a Thai girlfriend or something that could help out with some of that. That would be cool. Carl said, I've seen your video on budgeting, great vid and helpful. Do you make enough for about $2,500 a month teaching? Not teaching. this is my other source of income. So I was making over $2,500 a month, but YouTube has seen a vast decline in AdSense. So right now I set about 1,500 to 1,600 a month is about my income. So I have to be very careful how I spend it. We also do PayPal contributions on this channel, and all that stuff goes into the software for YouTube, software for video and pictures, editing, and equipment as well. Roger says, I've had a Grammy-winning producer tell me to keep writing these great songs, but please quit trying to sing and play guitar. That's terrible, man. MedTech says, my adopted brother is a teacher at Sarasis. Is that a good school? His pay is low. I have no idea. I don't know about that school at all. Most respect, says Ryan. Okay, bud. Brent says, is that for houses too or only cars? Definitely for houses too. Definitely 100%. Yeah, 100%. Definitely. Sorry, I was losing them. Brent says, education visa is if you're in school. JC is teaching at school. Yeah. Wait, I must have missed a comment. Carl said, also, I take it you're on an educational visa, correct? Do you used to have to check in every 90 days? I have to check in every 90 days, but I am on a non-B visa and I have a work permit. Neither of which have anything to do with the educational visa. An educational visa is if you want to come like learn Thai, you would be on an education visa, and you would have to check in every 90 days, but you cannot get a work permit on an educational visa. So that would negate that purpose. And then Prince, yeah, what Prince said, education visas if you're in school, that's right. And I'm teaching school, big difference. Gordon says we cannot have credit in Thailand, period. Well, I mean, you've been here longer than I have, Gordon, but I've seen people, like I work with people that that have their houses financed, that have their, I mean, they have to put a lot of money down up front, but I see people with financed condos. I don't know how they're doing it, but they do it. Let's see here. Prep for it says, hey, Jeremy, thanks. I've always learned something and added positive info too. Awesome, man. Glad to hear that, Prep for it. Glad to hear that. I was talking about how making YouTube videos makes me feel productive, and it really does, because more of getting something done during the day makes me feel better than doing nothing. Even if this video, which it probably won't, doesn't make more than $10 this month, that's $10 more I have this month. So it's pretty cool. Carl said, did you do a TEFL? Yes, I did. Of course, no, I didn't do it here. I did it online. And did your employer sponsor you for your work visa? Yes, they have to. Do you teach in person or by computer? Both. I'm not sure what you're talking about there. Be more around. Send the link. I don't know. Thank you for saying you love my videos. Carl says, sorry for all the questions, but this is great info. That's okay. Questions are what we're here for, man. No problem. Stuck says, JC, a foreigner got financing in Thailand. Yeah, I know plenty of them. Ask Ross. He knows about it too. There's you can get financing on where's that? There's a bank here. I can't remember the name of it right off the top of my head, but it's the yellow and black one. As a foreigner, you can go in there and get a credit card, as long as you're on a B visa with a work permit, you can go ahead and get a credit card for 70,000 baht. I know it to be a fact because I went with the guy that got one. So, and it's not in his wife's name; it's in his name. Go figure. I don't know. Let's see. Dino says, "What's up, homies?" Hey, Dino. Good to see you, man. Gordon says you can easily get a 1,000,000 baht loan if you have 1,000,000 baht frozen in a separate account. I understand that. Prince says Crunkside Bank. That may be it. I'm not sure. I'd have to look at the. I got one of the papers. I brought it home with me. I'd have to look at it, but it's the. It's yellow and black, and there may be 2 yellow and black banks here. I'm not sure. Carl says, "You ever watch No Time to Be Said?" Yeah, I watch Chuck and Paige. I haven't ever talked to them, but I have watched their stuff. Gordon says, "I have a credit card." Yeah, I mean, if you have a credit card from your home country or whatever, you can use that. But there is, to the best of my knowledge, there is financing available for certain things. It's just not. I know land is something that you can't technically own here in Thailand, but you know. Chuck comes into the chat sometimes. Into this chat, Chuck does? I don't think I've ever seen him. MetTech says, "Wow, here in USA, my credit score is 739, but I still can't get a credit card because I don't have a credit card." American logic. I know, right? That's a sad situation in America. Sad situation over there. The way they run the credit systems, and it's Hi, what's up, buddy? Yeah, I'm on. You should have got a notification in the members only tab that we were having a live stream. I wanted to check it. I wanted to do that one time to see if it actually worked or not. But hello, Mr. Hype. Good to see you. Carke says, "What city are you in right now?" I'm in Bangkok right now. I know it's about an hour outside of Pattaya from one of your videos. No, that was probably from one of my older videos when I was in Rayong, because Bangkok's a lot farther from Rayong than, or Bangkok is a lot further from Pattaya than Rayong is from Pattaya, or Pattaya, I should say. Stuck says, "I've never seen Checky in this chat." I haven't either, but I would love to. Gordon says, "Bangkok Bank, 150,000 baht limit, but I have 150,000 frozen in a separate account." Oh, I see what you're saying. Gotcha, bro. Gotcha. So in other words, you have a credit card, but they already have the funds to pay it off should you default. I get it. Roger says, "Maybe I'm thinking a different Chuck. Chuck Papa." Yeah, that's my friend Chuck. Yeah. That's okay. No problem, Roger. Carl says, "Also, do you go home once a year? And were you ever at a point where you missed the U.S.?" I miss the U.S. sometimes because I miss my friends, but no, I don't go home once a year. I've been traveling since July, or I've been overseas since July of 2017. I haven't been back home. Hike says, "My phone is in my members only jacket." I hear you, man. Stuck says, "Go where Hike. You're late, young man." Yeah, he is a little late, but it's all good. This is just a little warmer for tomorrow's live chat. Everybody be sure to join in tomorrow. Sorry, hiding comments. But everybody be sure to join in tomorrow for the live stream, because that's usually when we have our big one. I think I have a good topic for tomorrow. We're going to try it, but you can always email me. Channel members, well, anybody can, but channel members get the vote of what we're going to do. Carl says, "Gotcha. I spent 3.5 weeks last year in Bangkok, Chiang Mai, Pai, Koh Samui. Absolutely fell in love with the country and the people. It's easy to do. Definitely easy to do." Frank says, "Time to try and get some sleep. Have a good day." All right, Frank. Appreciate you, brother. See you soon. MetTech says, "That's named a secured credit card rather than an unsecured." That's what they would call it in America. Yeah. Hike says, "Florida in the house," and Prince, the urban Gordon says financing from private firms to buy condos or cars is not real credit. All right, I'll take your word for it, man. I'm not going to argue. Well, we're not going to argue anyway. But I'm saying I'm not going to differ with what you're saying because I just don't like. All I know is what I've seen. That's all I can tell you. Yes, back to the topic, Hike. I do feel productive when I make YouTube videos, and as I was explaining, you know, this is my secondary source of income, and this is ultimately, you know, as well as anybody, my dream is to be able to travel and live, and not have to be bound down to a 9-to-5 job. Eventually, it's going to be years, but that's eventually my dream. So it makes, by nature, I'm a lazy person. I just am. I'll admit it. But getting up and coming on a live stream with you guys just helps me feel like I've done something productive. And because we always share information on here and we always have something productive that happens on here. So by doing that and completing it and uploading it to YouTube, any of my content, it just makes me feel productive. And I like it. It makes me feel better about myself, to be honest with you. It's actually a self-esteem booster. Prep for It says a good tip for travelers is to just bring one backpack. That's so true. Or two at the most. It depends on, like if you're me, you got one backpack with everything in it, and then you got another backpack with all your camera stuff or everything that you can fit in it. I've gotten on a plane a few times with a tripod, but sometimes they catch me. You can buy everything there, including clothing, toiletries, etc. You can just hop on a moto taxi from the station to the hotel. Very true, very true. We've been talking about that a lot lately. And if you get on if you don't bring a lot of stuff with you, you can buy everything you need here much cheaper than you could get it in America. Carl says, where else have you been besides Philippines and Thailand? I spent a little bit of time, like hours, in Malaysia and Taiwan and Germany and Laos. I spent 2 days in Laos. But that doesn't really amount to anything. I'm not a traveler like travel vloggers that you see that like go to different places every week or something like that. I go and live somewhere. Also considering Malaysia, Vietnam probably to teach. That's not a bad idea. What are your plans for the next 5 years and what happened to the white sunglasses? Well, the white sunglasses got broke. But over the next 5 years, my goal is to create wealth so that I can, stop working 9 to 5 eventually. Height says, do you look at making videos as work, the grindstone, or as a hobby or creative outlet? A little bit of work, but mostly a creative outlet. Actually, the primary goal for me, making videos is harder than live stream. And I said this earlier, but when you make a video, you have to record it. You have to bring it home, edit it in some kind of software. You have to render it, then you have to export it, then you have to upload it to YouTube. And when you upload it to YouTube, there are a whole bunch of steps you have to go through. So it definitely makes me feel productive, but it is work. I mean, it is work. It's a good hobby, but really it's work and it's a creative outlet. That's the way I look at it. MedTech says, Gordon, unless you can explain that statement, then I must disagree with you. Uh-oh. Carl says, that's my worry. Even though I have enough to retire there and not work, you got to have something to do. Yep, definitely want something to do. JT says, that's fine unless you're big and tall, then nothing there fits you. Oh, that's not true. They have a franchise here. Somebody will probably name it at some point in time. But they have a franchise store here that all they sell is big and tall clothes. I think Gordon might know what it is. Gordon says, no problems. I just look at credit as cash that you can spend on anything. That makes sense. Heights asking Carl if he has any hobbies. Roger McGee says, Carl, you can teach Chinese students online, live anywhere you want. If I had the credentials, I would do that. You can. It's still technically legal here in Thailand, but you can't stay long term in Thailand unless you're going to get on a non-immigrant visa or an elite visa or a retirement visa, which is a type of non-immigrant visa. In other words, you can't just come over here on a tourist visa and just kick back and teach that kind of thing. You'd have to be on a retirement visa of some kind. Carl says, yes, love to brew beer, cook, kayak, camp. Cool, man. Hello, Ron. Hike says, Carl, they have some bicycle hobbyists in Thailand. Yes, they do. MTPLO. Hi. Hello. How are you? Good to see you. I don't think I've seen you before. Crosstalk and Roger says, that's what I'm thinking. I'm in healthcare working in population health management for insurance carriers. Like it, but can't stand the culture of late. I can imagine. JT says, where in Southeast Asia would you like to, I guess that's like where my home base would be is what you're asking, JT. And that would be right here where I'm at in Thailand. Probably here in Bangkok. I don't know. There may be different cities. But for practicality purposes, it makes sense to make Bangkok a home base. Just because there's so much here, I can always get my creative flow on here. I can always upload my YouTube videos here. Because there's so much to see. But as a home base for traveling, I would like for it to be in Thailand. Therefore, I would probably have to achieve some type of because I'm 39, so I got about 10 and a half years before I qualify for a retirement visa. I would have to figure that out. That'd be a little more thinking that would have to go into it. Hike says, I don't know about brewing beer, but you can do camping, kayak, and plenty of cooking. Sure. Carl says, do you know whether the retirement visa's requirement is one that only includes a pension or Social Security? Know whether it includes investment income? You can do both, Carl. But the retirement visa requirements change so much here. I don't want to give you straight down numbers and that kind of thing because it could be, it could work today and not work tomorrow. Gordon says, I gotta admit, if there was no internet, I would probably chop my head out. Yeah, same here, Gordon. The internet provides me a good outlet as well. Carl says, we spent 4 days in Bangkok, liked it, but man, a big busy city, and I used to live in Los Angeles. Cool, man. I love Bangkok. I love the big city. Guys, that's going to be about all for today. I said this was going to be a short live stream and it went 43 minutes, but I just wanted to talk to you guys about being productive real quick. Tomorrow is the big live stream that we have. So people like Carl, if you don't know, should be 10:15 p.m. on the East Coast or 9:15 a.m. here in Thailand. And I usually have a live stream at that time tomorrow. But it's Saturday for me. It's Friday night for you. Gordon said, oh, wait. MetTech says that unstructured credit is line of credit is best and takes time and responsibility to establish. But let's not belittle anyone with such structured credit, such as mortgage or vehicle loan. I agree. Yeah, shorter tonight because we'll have a good one tomorrow. I believe, Hike. Have a good one. Normal time. Gordon says, Carl K, you can combine incomes, but the easiest thing is to just have the money here. I would agree with you, Gordon, on that one. Carl says, appreciate it, JC. Look forward to tomorrow's stream. All right, we look forward to having you. Prince says, holy cow, it's Friday. I know, right? Where's Cody? Did he disappear? He was in here for a little while. He must have fell asleep. Robert's laughing at Prince. So anyway, you guys had, and Jim, where did Jim go? Is he still in here, or is he gone too? He must be gone too. I don't know. Anyway, you guys have a fantastic, wonderful, just enjoyable day. We'll talk about. Go More Hike says it's Thursday for me. That's Friday morning here. So it's Friday morning at 10:15 right now, 10:15 a.m. Friday morning. Thank you, everybody that joined the live stream. Thanks to all my moderators. Stuck, I appreciate you coming over. I know you're on another live stream, so that means a lot to me, bro. Thank you. And Gordon's making some good points in the chat. Gordon, thank you for being here as well. To anybody who, by the way, let me give a shout out to Derek C, because as we were going offline, the last live stream I had, Derek contributed $20 via PayPal, and I want to say a special thank you to him. I sent him an email and he replied, but I still like to let you guys know. I appreciate that very, very much, and hopefully we'll have a big day tomorrow. So, with that being said, this is the channel dedicated to travel, fun, photography, and education. And now we're talking about productivity, YouTube, and how it affects me and everybody else. Whatever you do today, guys, be sure you find a way to do more life. Love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Thanks, everybody, again, for coming in, commenting. I really appreciate it.